Welcome into the best, and I do mean the best and sexiest, America's premier premium extravagant toy podcast. I'm your lovely, gorgeous host, Chet Maddox, along with Alexander Thunderous Storm, the sexiest host on the planet for toys. Sir, how in the heck are you doing?
Dude, body sore from San Diego Comic-Con. That was a shit ton of walking. 40,000 steps in a couple of days.
40,000 steps, baby. That's how you do it, though.
Yeah, that tracker app was doing it good. But hey, man, great show. I really love digging this, man. You know, you love going to San Diego, and then you kind of hate to leave because all the friendships and everything you make. A lot of great guys out there. We put up a actual Instagram post thanking the many great people that we met and had a great time with. So, you know, but we got some stuff though. We got some reporting from the aftermath of the convention. Let you guys
we do have some support, some stuff to report actually from the aftermath. We are going to get in San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. We actually have some guests to liven up and sexy up the stream tonight that are going to be giving away some things. And who knows, we might give away some stuff too. We don't know yet. But you want to stay tuned for that. We're going to go over what you could get, what you couldn't get, what should have been better. And yeah, all of that and more tonight on Toy Box Chronicles. So stay tuned. And just like that, we're back. We want to thank everyone. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all the goodies, all the baddies, whatever you want to do. Man, it's gonna be a packed show. We want to bring on our guests in a second, but just if you've never been here, just as a quick heads up, we will hit the fan bag, which is the comment section as we go. We see you, we love you, we care about you, and we'll read them off when we can, when it makes sense, so it doesn't interrupt what we're talking about, because we have a lot of wordy things to get through tonight. But first and foremost,
I guess I'll knock off the introductions tonight. There are brothers from ToyMercs Live. You actually saw them, and also from the ToyMercs Instagram page, which just hit 6,000. We were over there celebrating with them, and two of the best guys that I know, and actually put on a damn good show before us. We love them because we are basically the follow-up show after them. They start out the night, which is always the hardest slot to understand. When you start the night off, it's always the hardest. But we like to welcome in Deadman Juan and Digital Ronin from ToyMercs Live.
Steve's
anytime now.
Steve's messing up. Does not know how to do it. This guy
just rolling through, man. Hey, can't be a show.
Welcome in, people. How you doing? How you doing tonight?
How's it going, guys? I feel like I just saw you, or two guys that looked just like you. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got to be. We have some people, some lookalikes that we send on to. Yeah.
So please ask.
One thing that I'm noticing is that right now, just now, Ronan and I got here, so now you have the sexiest host of a Toycast on your show.
That is what I was saying, and I appreciate it. Want to hit up the chat really quick with Rad Toys Galaxy just sub. Great to meet you guys. Fantastic meeting you too, sir. However, we're trying to figure out why you're not here. So there's that.
He's tired.
Zealous, good evening. Welcome in, Commander Bly. As always, is first and is here for the XP. Shadowe Knows Network, get it, lady. And then we got Meeks BCG. Welcome in, sir. Welcome in. Jason, how's it going? Howdy, sir. And of course, if you don't watch it, you should. The best damn Star Wars podcast on the internet. Darth Moocher, host of Sarlacc Digest. Welcome on in, sir.
He's not lying about that either. I've
No,
watched the
there's
show a few times. It's pretty
great show. Solid Raven, welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you here, tripping with toys. As always, anime figure statue collector.
Roger.
It turns out wins a lot, so that's great. Happy to have you in. And then Doctor bringing in the Brantleys. What is up, brother? Sees the director. What up, SDCC was wild with all the announcements. It was crazy, and we are going to get into that. It has been wild. Digital Ronin, I feel like he's here. Dead Man, I feel like you're here, Zealous. And then obviously Rad Toys Galaxy Mercs is back in it again. Keep commenting and let us know what you like. If you haven't liked, subscribe, follow, click the plus, minus, thumbs up, whatever it is for you. Mr. Alexander Storm.
Absolutely.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna hit? Should we just get into it? I mean, we got a lot to talk about, and
most definitely
it's gonna be a crazy conversation.
We're gonna hit into it, and this was one of the things last week. If you watched the show, especially watch Good Morning Toy Box special that we did last Thursday morning at 10 a.m. We kind of did a whole thing about the exclusive. What were gonna be the exclusives? Well, this show we're gonna let you know how that went at the convention. It is titled "The Good, the Bad, the Sold Out," which is the last one we never want to hear, but it definitely. And Darth Moocher says, "Grats, ToyMercs on the milestone." There you go.
Thanks, man.
And actually, I'm looking at the ToyMercs page right now. We are at 7,080 at this point.
That is wild.
We didn't even have enough time to do our 6,000 giveaway.
And we'll get back to that. See the director. But let's start it off with the first one tonight. We're going to go with we'll start off with the good. And you know what? This to me was tad bit disappointing, yet also a little bit surprising because I did not think that they were going to take the good, but they did. And kudos to them. Hasbro for the cold sliver. And matter of fact, Hasbro had a whole bunch of lines. Look, if you were at SDCC San Diego, you were able to see something that hadn't been really kind of the case in years. It was the easiest transition to go over to Hasbro. They're trying to get in line, purchase your toy. They actually had it down to a fine point. They gave you a card, and it had all their products on it, and had the limits on their cards. You could write that down, hand it to the clerk. They went in. Checkout was great. You know, any kind of form of payment you wanted to use. You know, right from a credit card to tap to carrier pigeon, whatever you had, they were ready to take it. And it was easy, cool. They gave you some nice stuff too. They gave you a nice, huge. Matter of fact, they knew they were slinging out stuff. This was the largest bag I have ever seen anyone give us in merchandise. Like this thing was huge. But they gave us that, and again, gave them credit. You know, that booth wasn't as big as last year. Last year they had a digital studio above that you could actually do some recording, and they had a lower area with a little bit of glass casing. This one was all ground level, but they did have an actual like retail area that you got in the line, and they had like, you know, it looked like a mini little warehouse.
Yeah.
You know, cold sliver pack that we got on the screen. If you actually wanted to purchase that, you could buy 5 of them at a time.
Wow.
And they weren't stamping your card or your badge like last year.
Nope.
So that let me know they brought plenty of inventory.
Yeah, you could just get back in line technically and do it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good news for the scalpers.
Oh, I've seen this. Actually, I think they eliminated scalpers as much. This is not the cold sliver pack is not going crazy online like some of the other people on the list. So
yeah, and for anybody that didn't get it, by the way, don't buy it because they had so many at San Diego Comic-Con. If you were able to pre-order it when it went live before San Diego Comic-Con, they already shipped it out. So they're starting to show up. And then also the amount they had at Comic-Con, if you go to HasbroPulse.com, you can click on Comic-Con section. This is going to release live on their website for the remainder of it. So like Jason says in the chat, he'd love that set. You're going to be able to get that really, really soon on their website. So,
but how was the live show?
The panels were okay. There's a couple of things we'll get into. You know, we're from Southern California, and we like to say that we try to represent the best of the toy tubers when we're in San Diego Comic Con's in our home state and everything. There was a gentleman there. We're not going to mention any names, but he's from Southern California.
By the way, Gold member, thank you. Get some rest, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, sir. There was a tuber from California, and I would use the term, let's say, Northern California. So we're separated Southern from Northern, who at the Hasbro GI Joe panel completely misrepresented toy tubers from Southern California, made some out-of-state individuals a little bit, I say, bothered, and that was disappointing because, when we're at a convention, you want to get to the convention, have a good time, everybody enjoy themselves. And it was unfortunate that this person waited to do this in front of like the Hasbro panel, GI Joe, and do this. So that was about the only, like I would say, man-child scenario that we saw there. But the panel was great, man. They on time, great surprises. Even though we thought, because on the Full Force podcast, they had released a lot of the GI Joe items early, so we're like, okay, there's not going to be any kind of surprises. They had some really good surprises that they dropped during the panel, so that was interesting. Transformer one was extremely good. They had a Spider-Man Magic of the Gathering one. They actually had this down packed. I gave Hasbro credit. Again, I didn't think they were going to be the winners of the convention. Normally, we have a lot of complaints by the stuff they're doing. But this one was great. We was able to. Deadman had asked us to pick him up a cold sliver pack. We thought it was the only hard thing about it was carrying those that shit to the car. that was
a lot of shit for a lot of people.
Oh yes.
We were talking about that before the show.
It was like I needed like a mini cart or something else, because as we were walking back, we were like, holy shit, we got that workout. So if anybody wants to rob toy tubers, that's the night to do it, actually.
Yeah, how far away did you have to park? Was that like a 2-mile hike with like the old-fashioned like shoulder packs full of boxes?
Oh yeah, well, again, thanks Hasbro for giving out such a huge bag. They should have put wheels on it though. But
ideas for next year.
It was work for that. But yeah, like it was like, look, that cold sliver pack is not light.
Yeah, parking wasn't bad.
No,
if you planned ahead of time and you weren't going to be able to stay at a hotel, you could pay for parking ahead of time. That was actually like really close to the convention center. So the hardest part, honestly, was walking from the Hasbro booth to get out the exit door, because while there was a lot of really good positives about it, there was no rhyme or reason being inside that exhibit hall, and it was near impossible to walk with a giant. Like when we say the bag was giant, they're giant. I mean, it's typical of Hasbro to do those big of bags, but like, when they're full, that's when it's a pain in the ass. And it was like really, it was really hard to walk through there, but it was good. It wasn't bad.
Although I give them credit, durable bag. They could have probably used the shoulder strap for anything for 2026, instead of just the arm clamps. But yeah, we were able to get. I was thinking like, oh, this bag's gonna break. It absolutely didn't. But they actually gave us the cold sliver packs, and they were actually in the shipping boxes as well.
Oh, nice.
So it was just really kind of done in a very smart way. But yeah, we had a bunch of items to pick up, and we'll jump through some of those right now as well. The Mustafar set looked again. They had some of it outside the packaging. You could see what it looked like. This one also came into a shipping container box as well.
Darth Moocher was on path to get like 30 of these.
Yeah. Great looking pack. This was also another win. I didn't hear. I think they had this one limited to 3. Chet?
Yeah, this was 3.
And I didn't hear one complaint. Look, from the Hasbro booth, not one person that walked up to us and said, "Hey, I couldn't get this." Everybody was like, "Wow!" And hell yeah, he's right. The only thing that was one complaint at the Hasbro booth was that they had Transformers pre-order haven't gone up, and I'm already broke. Oh, bro, that was day one at San Diego Comic-Con. Then you were like talking to some some loan sharks and everything. Just put another $500 on my stuff, man. I need to buy some more stuff. But they did the All-Striker, so they had the GI Joe classified All-Striker that you could pick up early there. That was the one where everyone was like, "Oh, I'm going in line," and you walked in line for 5 seconds. It's like, yeah, they don't have that. But that was really the only complaint.
Yeah, that was really
Icebreaker.
yeah, that was the one that I was trying to get just because I had already pre-ordered it, but they had it there early, and that one is one. And we'll get into the one that wasn't, but that was the one that I saw in person. I was like, I'm glad I pre-ordered that.
Yeah,
But there is one that we'll talk about that I was like, oh, I'm just gonna cancel that, and we'll get into that.
Yeah. So from there, Ronan, we jump over to the Void Rivals, which was the based off of the brand new Skybound comic that Robert Kirkman over at the Image and Skybound make. They actually based this off the cover. This was really impressive. There, we're gonna have to put the OT on top of the OT to pay for all these toys.
So we got some Robotech here, huh?
Yeah. Well, no. Actually, this is Jetfire.
Yeah.
From Transformers. But yeah, I that old reference. No, this one actually looked like Jetfire for a change instead of an actual Veritech. So and again, it came with two great figures. It looked like straight out of the cover, and this one was easy to get to. I don't remember the limit. I think the limit was 3 on this as well.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for good packaging. That looks cool.
That's exactly
great packaging.
Every one of their exclusives this year had fantastic packaging design. A lot of thought was put into it, and we're hearing that like if you ordered Cold Sliver online on that, I think they put it up for Friday. People are already getting notices that they're getting them already, so that's a good thing, because you didn't want to have something where like there's a Walmart Collector's Con and there's a character called Crystal Ball that was ordered before I went to Toy Atlanta in March. I still haven't received. Thank you, Walmart.
Which is supposed to ship in August, but we'll see.
And Jason says, big, beautiful Jet Boy. Yes, actually, this is, if you see him online, it is worth the purchase. I think that was $114, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, great figure.
Worth the price.
Worth
the price.
Yeah.
So we're going to jump on from there. Another great set, looked even better in person than it does on the screen.
I was in love with this set. Granted, I didn't get the previous ones, but this set makes me want to go back and get Sabu and a bunch of others. But
yeah,
this set in person, and I have the original Build-A-Figure Sauron. But this is a really good set. And to Zealous' point, it's actually a lot better in person, which is weird. It's a lot better in person.
That road gets ugly.
Yeah, and actually, I think this was limited to 5 as well. So they had plenty of stock.
This was 3.
This was 3 too. Okay.
Yeah, the Cold Slither was 5. This was
the only one. Okay. But they great job with it. Looks great in person. Again, exactly. If you saw it online, it does not do it justice. The sculpts and everything look fantastic. The details, you can't even see as much detail on Sauron that you can when you have that pack off. It really jumps in. They did a lot of great painting, a lot of great sculpting on this. It does not look like they just rehashed the Build-A-Figure. Looks like they totally retooled everything. So, and I don't think this is going to be hard to get either online. So I think they played it smart this year with this.
Yeah.
So, a lot of great, again, Hasbro was like #1 and as little complaints. And if you ordered the HasLab Ghostbuster Ecto 1 that makes an Ecto 2, now that looked impressive in person. They had it in a glass display case, and they had the lights running on both of them because they have a continuous light feature.
It was awesome.
That was the brightest lights I've seen on any toy product that has came out. It was like really bright. It looked like the movie. It had all the digital LED board on the side. If you made it into Ghostbusters 2, worked.
Yep.
I was like, wow. Still, I did not purchase it. Didn't regret purchasing it because it's one of those items that just sit on the shelf. But it's if you did, yeah. Well, you can make it from Ghostbusters version Ecto 1, and then you can make it from the second movie version. Fantastic job that they did. If you order that, you are going to be happy when you get it. But again, there's always some pluses, gotta be some minuses, and we'll get to that. But one of the things we were asked about was the SH Figure Arts Godzilla.
SH Monster Arts.
Monster Art Figure Art. Monster Art. They have plenty of supplies of this as well. And I did not think that. So, I know we purchase one for Rad, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to pick that up." It was there, wasn't that hard. I could tell that Mr. Maddox's bag carrying back their car was pretty damn heavy with that, though.
Yeah, this was wild, which was crazy because this is what was crazy about this is there was a lot of people actually buying this, and this is a 2023 exclusive, but it just for some reason started blowing up again. And in person, this was a really good figure.
Yeah, it was probably a little more exclusive in 2023, so they just brought it back, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, I can get it now!"
Yeah. People were lining up for this one, and they had plenty of supplies. Also, we had the Big Bad Workshop Operation Monster Force. This one wasn't actually at the convention; it hasn't been at any of the conventions. But this was one of the easiest processes. You walked up to the people at Big Bad Toy Store, and you just basically put in your account information, ordered it, and they said it comes later on. This was easy peasy. I think we did this during Geeking Out last year, Chad, if I'm mistaken.
Yes,
but it was just an easy process. It gave you some nice little pins. Big Bad Workshop's display was fantastic. They had a lot of the long box heroes. The Rocketeer looks great. There's a lot. Operation Monster Force. There's a lot of great characters in that, and they just all had it in a great display case. And one of the benefits of walking in, but again, when there are pluses, there are some minuses. And the one element, and this breaks my heart because I am a fan of this line. It is my number one line. And this is one of the few times I have to have a reality check for myself. Is that toys should not be that hard to buy. Judge, you are absolutely correct.
Amen.
It should be easy. Hasbro made it easy for you. I'll give them credit too. And also Big Bad Workshop made it easy. You just weren't able to pick that up at the convention. It'll come home to a later point. But the disappointment also goes to Hasbro because they made a mistake. They made a total mistake. They put something in a display case, and maybe they shouldn't have. They should have kept it behind the wall. And when we definitely take a look at that, it's a Snowcat. Yeah. I have never not purchased a G.I. Joe classified HasLab.
Really? Wow.
And I bought all of them. And
I've never purchased one at all.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm about to join you, my friend, because this did not look impressive. They've tried to make it into a little display casing. They've always done a great job. Last year when they displayed the Rattler, when they did the Hiss tank in the first year that they actually had, they all looked impressive. You were walking by the glass, it actually excited you. You wanted to purchase. This was in every possible way. I was sitting there, it's like, oh my god, I think I'm not going to buy this. And then they took it out of the case. After like a day and a half, they just removed it out, and then they put the Star Wars HasLab that they had the gunship, but it never returned back to the case. And also they have a big push and a big bump up. Usually when you're in San Diego, there's a huge push and people start ordering. This did not have the same effect. This in no way, shape, or form had the same effect. And
that's crazy. Even though they gave you coffee cups for the cup holders.
Yeah, and hot dogs and pans,
fried eggs, and some fish. Look, here's the problem. This is what I was talking about. So, like I said, like Awe Striker, I saw it in person, and Slow Cat and Kinetic Sand. Yeah, exactly. So Awe Striker, like I said earlier, I saw it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try to get this early because it looked really good in person. Yeah. And I'm more of a Cobra collector than I am Joe. But the Awe Striker is awesome. But then I saw the Snowcat in person, and I was like, yeah, I don't need to get this because it's number one, like if it does fund, it's not going to really unlock any version of any tiers worth having. And then number two, it's like you'll be able to, mark my words, buy this aftermarket a couple years down the road for maybe $50 to $100 more than it was. So absolutely. it's just chugging along. It's not really doing what any other HasLab has done before, and that's the same with the other HasLab they launched, which I'm sure we'll get into as well. So CS says, I'm glad many fans were able to get these exclusives or pre-orders. Our toy community is strong. Yep. Absolutely. I'll definitely give it to you. And one more by Judge. A lot of the Snowcat add-ons don't make any sense. Look, the add-ons. This was like last year when the Rattler came through, we were bitching about those patches, and everybody was like, "Nah, these patches suck." They just said, "Hold my beer." Yeah, they won up this year with the Bivy tent, and then they came up with
rehashes of Lady J and Flint. It's just not strong, and that's why we're not seeing this fun at the moment. I think it's because the tiers aren't strong, and I don't see the Hasbro team actually jumping at the chance to add in the extra tier. So I think we're stuck with what we have, and we'll see if this goes anywhere.
If they have extra tiers, they're not going to bring it up until like really close. And we're up for 15 days out, and they are under the goal.
Yeah, they're itching for the finish line.
That just so you know, so they're at 74.78.
Yep.
That since Comic-Con has gone up about 250.
Well, that's it.
And when the Rattler was shown at Comic-Con, it passed its goal. It went through. It was wild. So
I'm thinking it's the tiers that that actually made this one not go, because at this point, and for the HasLabs, you're looking at Joe fans. You're not looking.
Oh yeah.
You're not looking for toy photographers, and they gave you toy photography accessories, not Joe accessories.
Absolutely.
Right. And it's what it's
really
like
messed up at that.
Exactly what you said, like what Jason said. Give him a pack of the camping stuff, and he'll buy 2. I think. And what's weird is like Lenny even talked about that on the show of like, we really want to delve in deeper to like the toy photography side. And it's like, okay, but then just release those packs.
Yeah.
Right. Don't like add on a bunch of Arctic stuff to make me want to buy the Snowcat. And Zell says they got comfortable, so they thought they had you. That's
absolutely.
And then Judge, I think, hits it up too, which is people wanted the tank.
Yeah, and nothing to, and this is one of the few things I still Ace for Ramen Toys, which we spent a bunch of time with. Ace was there. Once I saw it, I think the Snowcat, it just looked like a snowmobile that's / a pickup truck that they added some stuff onto it. Wasn't that impressive?
Well,
I did order.
The original one looked like.
Yeah, and that again, you've got to up it. You can't just go with the same thing that you did and then try to just bring it up to a different scale. You've got to give, like, when you start looking at what Gridiron Studios is doing with the Parallax, you got to give me something that matches that, and you just didn't. And when I look at like Ace, I was like, the first thing I said was, thank God I ordered the tank from Ace and the bridge layer. I'm good. I immediately canceled my HasLab order, and I was like, this is one of the first times I'm a diehard Joe fan, and I was like, I just don't see the value of this. And I think at one point, if I do purchase it, I can just get it from a convention with just the Snowcat and a Frostbite the driver, and I'm good. I didn't need the extra. I don't think the extra tiers are really kind of worth it. So, and it says, I think it's Ramen Toys. I think it's supposed to be Ramen Toys, if I'm not mistaken. Rocks, and then Snowmobile Barbie Cap set. It just in person, it did not look extremely good. What did look great in person was that the Star Wars HasLab, that Galactic Gunship, that thing was one of the largest toys I've seen in a long time. And I was like, wow, if you purchase this, I don't know where the hell you're going to put that.
Because you think it's that much larger than the gunship we already have, though?
Oh yeah,
I know. It's so we did some photos of it and some videos that we sent over to Sarlacc for them to post it, and it was like that gunship that they have was super massive.
Okay.
And
it's really big.
He's absolutely right. I think it was too specific. Maybe not everybody has a collection link to the snow scenario, and there's not a lot of snow troopers. You're absolutely right, Zos. And Judge Red says Ramen definitely beat Hasbro to the race for the tank, and that's where I kind of thought, Judge, that they would do a tank, because normally when Hasbro will answer something with another answer to something, and I really kind of thought to myself, like, well, they're probably going to have a tank and they're going to answer it. They did not. They went a completely left field direction. So, it's interesting, but it could be worse. We've got to be happy with that. And one more, it says, I also don't think the Arctic theme is not something that hits with a lot of people. Correct. The fans are proving it. Look, you vote with your dollars. People are voting with their dollars right now. And I know that the Hasbro team is probably sweating it with 15 days left.
Yeah, they should have done the Tiger Force version of that if they were going to do it, just because it's more versatile and fits a lot more displays and fits in with a lot more of the figures that are out right now. Absolutely,
because you've got all this stuff from Target that basically they've been for the last 3 to 4 years been pumping up. It would have made sense. It has some customizers. If you wanted just a regular Snow Trooper, have a customizer do it for you then. The sold out part. and this was the thing that I did not get. We love the Four Horsemen Studios. They do some great work. They had an exclusive figure that was there. You can actually see. We got to see it in the case. Purchasing it, well, that was a problem. Apparently, their stock was extremely limited. Which, Chad, correct me if I'm wrong. It seemed like they had less than 100 figures that weekend.
They did 15 a day.
Yeah.
Wow, that's it.
Yeah, it was like, I think. Well, I mean, I'm sure I'll be corrected somewhere, which I expect to be, but it was about 15 a day, and then Mezco. Sorry, no, Mezco was like the 15 a day, which we'll get into.
Yeah.
I think these were probably even less. So, but these are cool figures. They're going to be released again as well, but yeah, these were very, very minimal. But the Mezco one was insanely low.
Absolutely, and again, you know
how they roll.
Well, they didn't want to piss everybody off by selling them all at the convention and then not being able to send anybody anymore for 8 months.
but I mean, they just shouldn't have had them at the convention, to be completely honest, because it was like people. We knew some people that were in there literally less than a minute after the convention opened, and they couldn't get any, and they were like, "But the convention's been open for like 45 seconds," and they were like, "Yeah, we only brought 10," and there was 12 people in line.
Yeah,
so it was a little. I don't know. It was a little weird.
And I don't know if anybody else I know. Digital, you say you haven't been to San Diego Comic-Con. Deadman, have you ever been there?
No.
Okay, all right. Well, we've been there multiple times, and this year was probably one of the most asinine ways to walk into the convention. Normally, they had all the halls A through H had entrances. You were able to walk in and just get it, and it wouldn't be a problem. And I'm seeing on the screen it says problem with the 4H is articulation. It is sad. No ill comments. Yeah. 4H is my jam. There you go, Judge. but I cherry picked them, which yes, I can more than understand.
I think a lot of people do. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can normally walk into the halls. There's normally like 4 or 5 doors to go in. No, this year they funneled everyone else. They made you walk the length all the way to A, walk all the way down to H, and then everybody had to wait in line, go up an escalator, walk through, go down another set of stairs to another escalator, then walk around, walk that H, and then go inside all funneled. By the time you made it in there, I don't care if you were one of the earliest people in line, like there's literally like several hundred people already in. It was the dumbest way I've ever seen at a convention you allowed.
So basically you were just waiting for the part where they laid you down on the conveyor belt and put the bolt in the back of your head.
Oh, bro, it was 100%. And then there was with some of the staff. Now the Comic-Con staff was great. They have this, I think, elite services and everything.
Yeah.
I don't like to spill ill of any kind of employees or workers, but they were the stupidest individuals you could hire to direct people. And then there were people making jokes and everything else like that. And I was like, look, early in the morning, you're cramming hundreds of people together. Don't joke. Don't make jokes. People were upset. They had disabled people in the line. And they were like, hey, we're trying to get in. And they were like, nope, you got to go with everyone else. And it was like, what?
They were like, up the escalator?
I'm like, it just didn't make any sense. It's like, this person is in a wheelchair. How the hell are they going to go up an escalator? They're like, no, you're up there. And I was like, this is just crazy. So it made it extremely difficult. By the time you did make it in over the 4 Horsemen, you were like, all right, hey, I only see 2 people in line. Yeah, that was gone 15 minutes ago. You're like, what? Like, seriously? Yeah, it says getting to H was a pain in the A. Yeah, he's absolutely right. Never been to con. I don't really like crowds like that. Oh, you wouldn't have liked getting into the convention. It would have been. Although Wednesday they said a preview night was great. Thursday was a little bit better. Friday wasn't bad. Saturday was when it's like if you're gonna go and you don't like crowds, Saturday is not the day to go. Because it is overcrowded as possible. But you know what? Hey, Chet, I think this is time. Our buddies over there at ToyMercs are doing a giveaway, and you guys got something to give away to the people out here in the whole YouTube verse and everything. So what are we looking at there, Dead Man?
It's not the Doc Nocturnal.
No, definitely not the Doc Nocturnal.
No.
It is issue number 1.
All right.
The official ToyMercs publication, Legions Magazine.
There you go.
ToyMercs, Legions Magazine.
There you go. And that's
see on the cover. There's a Warhammer figure. Just so you know, it is
Yeah.
not a Mythic Legions magazine. It features so much photography from the community.
Wow.
It's a super high quality magazine. As a matter of fact, Ronan and I got in a tiff about it. It's got articles written in here from good friends of ours, interviews with Toy God Original, who's a very good friend of mine, and what else? Oh yeah, I wrote like more of an intro, not an article, but
Okay.
it's in there. It's in there. It's actually right on the first page.
And we, yeah,
and we're gonna give away a couple of them if you guys have time.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do one right now. We're gonna do hashtag ToyMercs. So make sure that you put it in the chat now. Spam the chat. We will be working on doing the giveaway. So we're gonna start collecting those things right now. So if you can add your hashtags in there. Let's move on while they're doing that. We'll
Profit Director says he wants the tiny one. The tiny one will be in the one that you win right now.
Okay, so I take it there's a photography version of
I had it earlier, but I started drinking. I don't know where I put it. But yeah, there's the 1/12 scale magazine with what is it, 4 or 8 pages?
I think it's 8 pages total if you get the cover. Yeah,
it's 8 pages from the actual magazine that are in there.
Okay, great to hear. Great to hear that one. Yeah, we got some people actually see that hashtag going through and everything, and that's actually the first
8 people in there right now.
That's the first issue. So this is basically, if there's a collector's edition, this one is a collector's edition, right?
Yeah. Ronan, you want to tell them a little bit more about the magazine? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to take over.
I don't want to hijack their show too much.
No, hijack it. Go ahead.
We're gonna do 3. So we want to hear this. We'll do the draw after you're done talking, and then we'll start it again. And then I think you guys said you wanted to do 2 or 3 of them. So please tell everyone what it is about.
Yeah, so I mean, this is just basically we wanted to give the community something physical and memorable to show off some of the awesome photographers that we have in the toy community here. My problem with social media is you post something, you see it, hey, that guy posted this awesome picture. Did you see it? No, I didn't see it. And then you can't find it again. It just gets buried in the ocean of, social media mediocrity, and all the awesome stuff just gets lost. And, if you've never had something published in an actual physical publication before, it's just a great feeling. It's really cool. Yeah. And we wanted to share that feeling with the ToyMercs and the rest of the toy community to try to, share that and give people something to, be a part of, because everybody's ToyMercs. That's what Deadman keeps saying. That's what we keep telling everybody, whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, you're a ToyMerc. And we
except for you if you don't want to be ToyMercs.
And just so Commander Bly knows, he has paid $199. Thank you. We will keep this up so you know what to do. We are going to count down. We'll have we'll have Ronan do the countdown. Let me share the screen really quick.
And just like Ronan said, getting your own photograph published is awesome. This is mine, and I cheated to get it published, but it still feels really nice.
It does.
I cheated for it.
So we're gonna do the draw, Ronan. You can count down. You can say from 10, or you can just go 3, 2, 1. It's up to you.
We'll go from 10. We'll give some people some more time to enter. Commander Bly apparently has.
He really wants this magazine.
Yeah, when we go on to the next one, we're gonna do another drawing, so you guys can put it in again. So
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Last chance. 2, 1. Spin it. Bet you I know who's gonna win.
We're seeing. Oh, well.
Hey,
this man is lucky.
The Profit Director won that. We will take an image. We will take an image for Deadman. Send that over to him. Make sure you subscribe. You gotta subscribe on that. So,
yeah, congrats, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is, man. Really great. And again, like I said, we're jumping right back into the exclusive debacle, and we will say the last one is Mezco.
I got something to say about this one, but go ahead. Just keep going.
And you can keep doing ToyMercs. We're still collecting.
Yes.
If you win, you don't win again. If you do, that means the system's messed up. Whatever. We still have 9 people, so keep adding that ToyMercs in there, and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Do it.
Here's another one. Great booth. Mezco had a fantastic looking booth. Walked into it and they had great displays, items up there. If you actually have purchased that Rumble, their vehicle, their 112 vehicle, that was there in full display. Looked awesome. Had a
was
a
great.
bunch of their figures and displayed as well. This one was the one. Again, a couple of our guys was like, "Hey man, make sure let's see if you can get it." We're like, they maybe have a 1 or 2 limit, but we'll see. Yeah, they had that. This limit was really limited because this was also. And what was the count on that one as well, Chet?
So this was the one where the preview night they had 15, and then every other day they had 10.
Why even do it if you only brought 10? Make
Yeah.
people stand in line for an hour to just get told no.
So so they had 45 for the whole show.
Whole show.
Whole weekend long.
Whole weekend, man.
Mezco kind of runs on scarcity. That's
They do.
Yeah, it's a good model, man.
They do. And it just makes people want the next one more. And I was actually gonna Alex, when you told me that, man, if there's anything you want at Comic-Con, let me know, man. I'll fucking hook it up for you. I was going to tell you this, but I thought you might have saw me look up. And I was like, I'm not going to put him through that. I know he's going to stand in line and he's not going to get it.
Well, you be right, sir. As a Notre Dame thought, because
you could tell how they didn't have it because there was literally no line for it.
Yeah. Oh, and the funny thing is, as you walked up, before they said, "Hello, hey, how you doing?" Yeah, we don't have that figure, Dr. Eternal. It's like before you even opened up your mouth, they knew what you was going to open it up. And I was like, wow. So we immediately had to tell Rat, like, yeah, it's a no-go for this. And just said, Mecco is cool for accessories, but I don't like the figs. It's kind of dry. Sometimes some of their figs are great. I know this Dr. Eternal's their own character, so they've really been pushing it out. And I like some of the looks. I like some of the accessories. It's just I've never seen one in person.
Oh, really?
At least not one that wasn't behind the glass somewhere. So
I got the first one and was pretty pissed because they sold out more than they thought they were going to at Comic-Con, and then I didn't get mine till 8 months later.
Oh wow!
Is that the young, like, early version where he's real skinny that you're talking about, or are you talking about the?
No, the one from last year, the remake from last year. They came with the comic book and the cool.
Yeah, that was the only one that I wanted, but I didn't even try.
Yeah. Well, I think that sentiment actually goes across the line. There was a lot of people that were disappointment. Just as, and I don't like Mezco FOMO. Yeah, there was it. Look, I thought this was going to be accessible. It's not. Once again, too hard to get. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what it was. It was just one of the things you walked in. You said, you know what? It's like, damn. And so day 2, we were like, let's just go by just to see. And the guy was like, he saw us, he just started shaking. Before we walked into the room, he was like, we're like, okay,
nope, we don't got it.
Yeah, we're like, okay, this is a bust. So
we are gonna do another drawing.
All right.
We still have 9 entries, so I'm gonna run it right now.
Anybody else?
And then you have more time to do it, and then we'll run one more right before we close out. So we're gonna do.
This one's not gonna have the mini comic book. Sorry, or the mini mag. Sorry, guys.
That's all right. First one got the mini mag. This one you just get the collector's item #1 issue.
No.
And we'll see who is the winner on this one. Yeah.
Nova.
Oh, all right.
Congrats, Nova.
There you go.
I think EV Mux and StreamYard are talking.
Right. He just won something on our show.
I know. I know they're screaming at that. Lucky nights, guys. Start buying lottery tickets. You don't get that kind of luck. And so we're gonna run one last one, but we've got one last slide of the night. And again, this one, look, I've heard this is a very popular line, and I've never really paid attention to it. But there was a couple of our friends that was like, look, I'm trying to buy this for my daughter. We went over to Mattel, who next to Hasbro is one of the biggest toy companies out there. And anything but easy, this was. And I don't understand that from Mattel, because Hasbro act like a corporation that need to sell toys. Mattel act like a corporation that they knew that, they kind of did the Mezco treatment. They had a cap at the line in the first part of a couple of days we went. Like, you could walk in that convention 15 minutes. Nope, capped on the line. Sorry. Like, we're not letting you in the line. There was no other way. Like, Hasbro, they did early in the morning. And then there was a certain point you walked in, they just walk right up to the counter. You're able to buy something. It was easy.
Yeah.
Mattel made it all, and they had a huge booth. They had a huge booth in a huge retailer area. And I don't know more than maybe 5 or 6 people total from that convention that looked like they walked away with this. So I don't know what Mattel's doing as a corporation, but they need to start thinking about that in exclusive.
Well, they are notorious for doing these weird limited edition Monster High and Barbie dolls, though, and they go for hundreds to thousands of dollars on eBay sometimes, depending on the figure. And it's just like, why? Who is buying these things? But you're right; they make it extra hard to get, and it just feeds the spirity and the scalpers in that third party market. And it's just that could be money they could be making. They're not this through.
It was honestly pretty badly done. You know, you had to sign up, get the QR code, and then there was a standby line, but you also had to sign up to get into the standby line, because if you were in the standby line and then you didn't have the QR code, you couldn't. And it's just like, come on, just open up like, okay, you have a standby line. I get it. Cool. Do a QR code for like a section of time, and then open it up to the standby line. And it's like they limited themselves so much that they didn't sell them all at the convention. And I know that for a fact, because it was still trying to sell them on Sunday. And it's like, we were really trying really hard. We were hanging out with like It's Chad, and we were talking to him. He really wanted to get one for his daughter. So we were like, yeah, man, we'll come in early. We'll try to grab it. We'll do whatever. And it was like,
immediately.
We were in there within 5 minutes of it opening on Saturday, and at the line, and they're like, "Oh, it's QR only," and I'm like, "There's no one here. There's no one here. Like, why can't I go? I can't go give you money. Like it was bad."
Okay, I've done cons before. The whole goal is to sell everything you brought, so you don't have to take it home with you.
Not if you're Mattel. The goal is to complain about not making money and make it so hard to make money that you don't understand why you don't make money, and then blame everybody else.
The fact they still had some left over on the last day, it tells you everything you need to know.
It makes no sense. It was the hardest thing. They were acting like a company that was a smaller company instead of a large company. Again, kudos to Hasbro. Hasbro wanted to push product. They put it into people's hands. I don't know why Mattel paid that amount of money for that huge booth that they had, and it seemed like it was a waste of expenditures. And again, the QR code, we're like, well, where the hell you get the QR code? And that was just one of those things, like, you got to ask somebody about the QR code, you just didn't need it. So
didn't Hasbro try that? Not last year.
They did. Yeah. Like,
and it was just a cluster. Yeah, it was a clusterfuck. Somebody leaked it online before the show even had. So tons of shit was sold before the show even happened.
And they just, I think they listened to their shareholders like, we want to make money and make sure everybody could get this. And I thought Cold Sliver was going to be difficult to get at the convention at Cats. It wasn't. I thought you'll probably have to maybe wait 1 or 2 extra shows, because I know Hasbro does a couple of like live streams, and they didn't do their big 1027 push. And sometimes you can't get those exclusives. You get them through later in the year. No, they actually made it real easy, and Mattel didn't. And I was like, to tell the 2 large toy companies. And it was kind of sad, because that Elvira figure, and it's like we were talking about this over on you guys' show, ToyMercs Live, is that'd be printing money for them. There's a large fan base that artist has. You would have been printing money. So who knows? But hey, it's not about us all tonight, not about these exclusives and everything. It's about celebrating ToyMercs and their 6,000, now 7,000 followers. And that giveaway was fantastic in early night. And that's the one thing about the ToyMercs community. They are giving individuals. There's so many great people that donated to you guys. Do you guys want to give a couple of names out of people that donated?
Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, Illustrious Posers, Damien, Casper, CDG. I mean, we had so many people donate multiple prizes.
The Matt Cave.
Yeah, the Matt Cave, Roger, Anime Statue Collector, and
so many people, and so many people also donated multiple things and good things. Anyway, sorry, Ronan.
No, it's all good. No, so we have a great community, and we really appreciate it, and it was a great achievement.
Absolutely, we got to give back. We got to give back. I mean, the community helps us so much. We got to help them. Oh man, that Elvira is. I know a guy who would go ape shit over that.
Yeah,
He's a
live.
manly man that drinks Bud Light all day long.
Well, it is live. Like I said, it's live on their website right now for $90, which is like I said, you could have sold out of these had you just opened up the line, but you decided to QR yourself out of them.
Yeah.
All right, should we do your last drawing?
Let's do the last one.
Yeah, let's do it. It's another issue of the magazine. This one also will not have the mini mag, but.
And while he's spinning, issue 2 is up for pre-order right now. We're sending it to print at the end of the month.
Congratulations,
Dr.
Dr.
Brantley.
Brantley. All
Dr.
right.
Brantley actually wins the magazine. That's the first damn thing I've seen Dr. Brantley win in a long time.
Well, I'm going to have to say, Dr. Brantley, you're going to have to wait till September.
No. Yeah, this one don't even pay the post.
I'm just going to bring it with me.
Bring it down there. Which makes it better. It'll be hand delivered by one of the ToyMercs. That's even better.
I think Commander Bly's a little upset.
I know. Don't. Command.
Hey, here's the thing. Can you please mail Commander Bly one, and I'll pay for the shipping and for the magazine, please.
Commander Bly. Hit me up on Instagram, Deadman1 WON. It's winning in past tense. It's not won. Hit me up on Instagram. I will send you one myself. No worries, and I'll even see if I can pull up one.
He's so fucking mad.
Yeah,
he pays so much money every week. He pays so much money to kick Dr. Brantley off, and now he has to see that he wins.
Damn you, Dr.
But no, just so you know, we Deadman, we're happy to fund the Commander Bly one.
Absolutely.
We will.
You guys can pay shipping.
Yeah, that's fine. Hit us up with the shipping. We will pay for the shipping. But Commander Bly, you do need to hit up Deadman1 with your address, please, on Instagram. And then we'll take care of that. So
yeah, so everybody's a winner, just like everybody's a part of ToyMercs. Everyone's a winner tonight. Thank you, everyone that put in for this. Everyone that was over on the ToyMercs Live. Start their fine show at 5:30, gentlemen, every week. They are the leading show. Well, they're the leading show in for us. It is the toughest slot because, you never want to go in before any other comedian guys. Like, I don't want to be first on stage. These guys said, you know what, damn it, we're going to be first every week. We'll take that slot. And they ramp up everybody for us, man.
Never been worried about being first. I'm good at what I do.
Yep. You make it fun and interesting. If you guys haven't seen that show, make sure you guys are tuning in. You guys should be subscribing over there to ToyMercs Live. You should be subscribing over here to Shadowe Knows Network. And guess what? After this show, you're going to be magically transported to another show, the Starlight Digest podcast, and that makes 3 shows on Wednesday night. If you're thinking like, damn, it's summer, there's nothing to watch. What are you talking about on Wednesday night? You got from 5:30 all the way to like right around 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock at night. You got some shows to watch, man. So that's we call it Live Stream Wednesdays. ToyMercs Live, Toy Box Chronicles here on the Shadowe Knows Network, and then the Starlight Digest podcast on their actual Starlight Digest podcast channel. So,
and if it's not a Wednesday night, you ain't got this huge block of all these awesome YouTube shows to watch. You can always grab Bandito Radio. They got a whole app now going on, man. Tons of cool music on there. I know I've actually helped get a few of those artists over there. And I know you guys have also helped get a few of the artists too.
Absolutely. Right? Hey, look, we believe in Bandito Radio. It stays on its own YouTube channel, but it does have apps on Android and iOS, so you can actually go there. You can listen on the go. You listen at home on your TV set. You can listen on that. Shipping with Toys. We have to go first because Deadman will be too drunk later. Wow, tripping. Wow.
What are you drinking, Deadman?
Gatorade.
There you go. What are you talking about?
Cleaning out the system. That's what I like.
I'm
proud of you, son.
Like Trippin was giving him crap, and guess what? He's doing it right.
I thought you guys were friends.
I've also been drinking Evan Williams, and
he's like Gatorade, watered down with vodka. By the way,
yeah. I had a guy that worked who used to do that too. It's like nobody's tripping. Gatorade does not hide the scent of hard alcohol. But hey, man, great show, great things. What you guys got planned over there? Any kind of upcoming shows or anything you guys want to announce?
Thank you, Judd.
We always just wing it. No, no, I'm just kidding. No, we've been in the, right now is a real busy time for us. We got the magazine going on. It's summertime, so we're both working a lot. We're thinking about doing some other things, but on on Wednesday nights at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, you can catch myself and my co-host.
Hey, you got it right.
Digital Ronin.
Somebody taught me that. They were like, so you can get it right. Anyhow, you can catch me and my co-host, Digital Ronin. We're going to bring you all kinds of news and photographs from the community. We were really bummed out about not being able to do that. We might do a show this weekend, just random one like we did for the.
I saw that.
Yeah, that we did for San Diego Comic-Con this weekend. By the way, if you didn't catch everything from San Diego Comic-Con from here, which I know you didn't, because I did a lot of coverage on that one.
You did,
but we got a live up over there. Go check it out. Like, subscribe, check it out. It's gonna be a good time.
Absolutely. And we were on your show tonight with Rad, and he has a show on. Anybody know what time on? I know it's on Friday nights. Anybody knows? I think it was 7 p.m.
8 o'clock Eastern.
7 Eastern.
7 Eastern. Yeah. 7 Eastern. All right. Well, make sure you guys are checking out all those, because it's nice to have somebody on Friday. With us.
World Makers Consortium. It's a great show.
Yeah. Well, let it be known, guys. So anything. Now, I know you guys also do weekly photo challenges, and we gave out an actual hashtag for it this week. Yep. So, Maddox, you want to roll it out for them?
Yeah, if you're in there, it's Mercs Outdoors, and that is your hashtag for this week. And I have a submission for that, a submission idea that I'm going to do for that. So
please do, man. Please do.
All right.
Definitely.
And if you participate with the hashtags and collab with our ToyMercs Instagram page, you will get a chance to be put on the show. And ToyMercs accepts all collabs, so you will definitely get shared on the page. And there's some awesome people and some awesome photos over there, so go check it out.
Is it this one, Outdoors Mercs?
Yeah, he's the guy that makes the post. So that's
cool.
There you go.
Thank you, Drippin.
He's Drippin with toys. He's got the last word in all of them.
Hey, every now you got to get in. Well, hey man, we're about to, but before we bounce in, I just want to say a couple of things happen in the community. Always the point about toxicity in a situation like that. We met some guys down there that everybody says it follows that, and there's a whole bunch of people and a whole bunch of things in this industry. Let me tell you this: take a conscious decision and actually get to know someone yourself. Don't listen to somebody else's reputation that you hear online or from other people. Find out for yourself, and you might find out that you meet some good people and make some lasting friends when you actually take it into thought that you're going to just introduce yourself. So make sure we do that. That gets a little bit of the toxicity out of the toy industry. And from there, also, when you do make good friends, you make your friends over at ToyMercs that you enjoy yourself with, and you can actually spend a 2-hour or 2.5-hour block with them. I don't know if you want to do that every week, but you do it all the time. But look at these two gentlemen faces. They will be on the channel, and we will be on their channel. So get to know them. And if you're not, again, if you haven't, subscribed over there. And I leave Mr. Maddox as always. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do our fine guest. You guys let's go around and give you guys some last minute things before we jump over.
The camera did the thing that I hate when it does. I just wanted to interject that that's in issue 2 of Legends magazine. I address toxicity in the community. I've been on the receiving end of a lot of it, and I've also, in the beginning, I also dished a bunch out, and I talk about why that wasn't cool, and that how nobody ever feels good about it after they've done it, and so a lot of times you just sit there and it's social media, and it's all about toys. It needs to be fun, and you're sitting in bed at night thinking, why the fuck did I say that? That was fucked up. That's not a place to be. Anyway,
I'll agree.
Get issue 2 and you can read it.
And Ronan, any kind of last final recaps? Where can people find you if they actually need to get a hold of you, brother?
Yeah, man, I am on Instagram at digitalronin.com. Digitalronin.com. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. At digitalronin, and you can find me working with Deadman at the ToyMercs Instagram page, Legends Magazine, and on Mercs Live on YouTube on, like you guys have already said, Wednesdays at 5:30. And I just want to say thank you guys for being on our show. Thanks so much for laughing us here. You guys are awesome, and we appreciate what you do and for being a part of this 6,000-7,000 celebration that we've got going on.
Yeah. All right, we'll go. You guys hang out in backstage. We're gonna take you out there. We'll close it out, and we'll be with you guys in just a minute.
Absolutely.
All right, well, you've heard it here. We enjoyed having you guys here. Congratulations to all the winners of the Legions magazine. It is a great magazine. You will enjoy it, and we encourage you to subscribe if you do like it. There's all the information on their website, legionmagazine.com. You can go over there, check it out, subscribe to it. But as for us, it is time to ship you off to a galaxy far, far away, the Sarlacc Digest. You are going to head over there. There's a link in the chat if you want to sign up for the Toy Hunter beta. Go ahead and do that. Share it, like, subscribe, follow. And remember, keep chasing that plastic dragon because there's good things at the end when you catch it. Until next time, I'm Chet Maddox, your lovely, gorgeous host, along with Alexander Thunderous Storm, the best damn toy podcast on the internet. We appreciate you. And until next time, we'll be back in 2 and 2.